And we are live once again. Hello and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rock and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to In Your Face. Now, if you've never seen an In Your Face episode, don't worry, we'll get you caught up to speed very quickly. Basically, In Your Face is where I just tell you how it is. Nothing special, nothing fancy this time around though. Basically, where is the Prince Magnum channel going to be and what should you all expect here in the very near future? Okay, number one and very important. Um, there will be a live stream probably in the next day or two on Project Spirit's new look. Very retro 70s hot rod look. Let me tell you, folks, she's looking good. Okay, Princess Faye. I got her. Basically, I picked up this roll of pinstripe tape from some newfound friends at Auto Trim Design over just outside of Leadington. They hooked me up with this great big roll of this absolutely neat looking dark blue uh, double line pinstripe. It's on Project Spirit. She looks fantastic. Princess Faye, once again, amazing job. It should not be a surprise to any of us out there that Princess Faye, you know, she's my art. She's very artistic, very artistic. Okay, onward and upward. Okay, so expect that live stream where we take a look at Project Spirit. Second, the Prince Magnum channel will be at Laz's Bar and Grill come Friday night. DJ Brian will be there. I will be on stage singing. I don't know if we're going to attempt another live stream that night, but we're mainly going for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm going to stay in practice. It's not really been announced yet, but I'll go ahead and announce it now. I, Prince Magnum, have moved on to the semifinals of the St. Francis County Next Voice Karaoke Contest Part 2. I moved on to the semifinals. We're now at the stage where I was in the last contest. So I have moved on. So I'm going there to stay in practice. I've got I'm going to say about 3 weeks to almost a month to practice. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The other reason why I'm going out there is there are other contestants trying to get in. I want to go out there. I want to be a support, to those contestants. The last karaoke contest, I'm going to say it again. The people that I was in the contest with were fantastic people, hands down, bar none. You could not get any better than that. I mean, even though we were all there to compete, it was safe to say that even though we were all there to compete, the biggest cheering, you didn't have to bring your cheering section. If you were in the contest for in the semifinals, you had your own cheering section. It was all the other contestants cheering each other on. That's freaking phenomenal, and that's the type of competitive ship that I enjoy. Okay, so hands down, that's exactly what I want to be out there, and I want to support the other contestants. And kind of a third reason. Because the Prince Magnum channel is getting so doggone popular here at home, that in the last couple of weeks, just the fan base, even for non-subscribers, has been just off the charts. It's one of those things that now that the fan base is starting to grow, even especially here at home, it just makes sense to go out there and be with all of you, the Maverick Nation, and just kind of rub elbows with you guys, because it doesn't matter how big the Prince Magnum channel gets, how well known I might get. It does not matter if I've got 200 subscribers or 2 million subscribers. It will not matter. I want to be out there amongst the people. Okay, being here in the office, it's fine, it's okay, it's cool every now and again, but I want to be out there with you guys. I want to be out there rubbing elbows with you all. Okay, so that's exactly what you're going to expect. Okay, so the Prince Magnum channel will be this Friday. As I'm making this video, I will be at Laz's Bar and Grill. I will be there around 9 o'clock ish. If you want to be there, you want to hobnob with me, want to hang out, whatever, by all means, I'm looking forward to it. Also, um, you know, I know Princess Faye will probably be there at some point in the evening. So, ladies, if you want to get a chance to meet the wife that has an entire series dedicated to her, now is your opportunity. Okay, Surviving Romance. That's all about my wife, but at the same time, it teaches it's kind of the survival kit for husbands, boyfriends, fiancés, or again, it's a new age. To keep a relationship, to keep the romance alive. Because how you do it, you got to work at it. Okay, so if you all want to get the opportunity to rub elbows with Princess Faye, she should be there later in the evening. I will definitely be there. I will definitely be there, no question about it. So, you're all welcome to come up, give me a high five, a knuckle bump, big hug, shake my hand, listen to me perform, because karaoke and Prince Magnum, it's all about, it's not just singing, okay? So that covers that base, okay? Saturday morning, I will be at Country Days with Project Spirit and possibly Project Lena. I don't think we're going to be doing the parade. I don't know. I highly doubt it. But Project Spirit will be there at the cruise in. Um, so if you want a chance to see Project Spirit up close and personal in the daylight, and all in all her special glory, this will definitely be a time. There's also an excellent chance that I will do a short live stream from that cruise in. So if you want the opportunity to maybe even possibly even be on that live stream, you definitely want to come out to Country Days this Saturday. As I'm making this video, I want you to be there. I want to have, again, the Prince Magnum channel is cool here in the office. I mean, even right now I've been working on videos and whatnot, and that hopefully starting next week we'll be back into loading videos. Long story short, I needed some time away. The people at the library did not need to see me like that. Okay, which brings us to hopefully by starting again next week, I will be going back into the Bonne Terre City Library every Thursday evening. I should be there at about 3 o'clock till we close at the library. There's a children's group that meets there. So if you have children, that there's a special class that goes on at the library. I won't make any promises, but I should be able to be there at the library. So this is a great opportunity from if you've got kids that need that really cool class, bring them to the Bonne Terre City Library. Miss Rachel puts on a fantastic class. It's kind of for elementary school kids and whatnot. I have no idea what she's going to be doing this coming Thursday, but it's definitely an opportunity, and I will keep you all updated. But it'd be an excellent time because I oftentimes put on a magic show during that time. So you'll get the opportunity to see me perform amateur magic. I mean, I'm not the greatest in the world. There's a lot of people out there that are 100 times better than me. But I'm good enough to hold my own for about 10, 20 minutes. I'm decent enough. Okay, so that covers that base. Also, expect that there will be a live stream probably sometime again between now and Sunday. I will be doing a live stream, a cooking live stream. Uh, if you like sub sandwiches, we're going to do sub sandwiches. I'm going to do kind of a toasted sub sandwich, something simple, something easy, and you all will see how budget cooking works in that regard. Of course, it's going to be attached to surviving romance because husbands, again, husbands, I don't think all of you realize how multifaceted we really have to be as husbands nowadays. Uh, you know, um, you've got to be a proper gentleman to your wife. I mean, opening the door, make her feel special, opening the car door and doing the little things like that, but knowing how to cook, work on cars, or at least being able to troubleshoot an automobile, doing all the things, and even trying to Put your wives' talents in the forefront. There's a million things that we have to know as husbands nowadays, because it's not just like the old days where a husband could go to work, come home, and that's it. Okay, you've got to be even more than you were once before, because let's face facts, guys. The demands on a husband are pretty. It's a lot higher than it used to be to make a relationship work. That's just because we also live in a very multifaceted world, a lot more multifaceted than we once did. And let's also face facts. The women that we're fortunate enough to marry, in the end, I mean, they still want their happy ending. Okay. Um, that also brings to mind there's a video that Bert and I did together talking about the emotional man, what type, basically how to identify him, because a lot of the more emotional men, you know, they're, or if you will, the sensitive guy, basically what to look for, because they do make good husbands. I'm a sensitive guy, you know, um, you know, I can have mood swings as much as a woman, and fault me if you will. I personally don't give a rat's. Anyhow, you may have young ones on your knees. I don't think got to keep the language PG, if you catch my drift. But anyhow, so that covers that base. The Prince Magnum channel will also be joining a different car club. Some old friends of mine. We're going to be basically working with them, doing some cool stuff to other vehicles as well, with this car club. So do-it-yourself budget hot rodding just got a little bit bigger. Even though the forefront will still be Project Spirit and Project Lena, you're just going to see other vehicles too. So maybe all of you out there, when you do decide to take Prince Magnum's advice, you're going to get out there and have some ideas on the project you're working on. That is definitely at the forefront. We're also going to get back into do-it-yourself budget hot rodding, alternate hot rodding, definitely throughout this summer. I've got a bike project coming up for the people that maybe you can't drive. Okay, maybe you lost your license, or something that you could do with the kids, because again, it is a new age. There's single moms out there, there's single dads. I've been a single dad, and we all need ideas to keep our kids active and keep them creative and that sort of thing. It's a project that you can do with your young ones, and it's a great way to recycle at the same time. So, doing old bikes, definitely always a plus. I'm a big fan of, excuse me, just had some leftover rice. It was fantastic. Y'all remember the live stream. Okay. It's a great way to, again, recycle. We're going to talk about that in another video up and coming, why it's a good thing to take old cars, old bikes, just old things, and put them back to where we can use them again. That's a big plus. So we're going to talk about that also in an up and coming video. I don't know when. Don't quote me on a time. I just know it's going to happen. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I think I've covered that, covered that, covered that. Um, Also, expect a live stream. I definitely want to live stream this so you could see my struggles too when working on Project Spirit and Project Lena. Um, we're going to get out there, and you're actually going to see me break out the tools. You're going to see me work on the cars so you could, and see what I go through in a regular daily basis when I go to work on Project Spirit or Project Lena. I don't know when that's going to happen. I've got a few parts I got to change on Project Spirit and Project Lena. Just usual routine update, maintenance, just usual stuff there. But there's a part that has to be changed on Spirit, which we talked about once before. We just haven't gotten to it, but I want to do it in a stream so you all can see my struggles too. It's not just like, one of the benefits of a live stream is you all can see me when I make mistakes, or you can call me out on my BS too. Okay, because if you're a member of the Maverick Nation, which if you don't know what the Maverick Nation is, we're going to talk about that briefly in this video. The if you're a member of the Maverick Nation, I expect you all to keep me honest, okay? I expect you all to keep me on the up and up, because there are times that no matter how honest I try to be, because I never want to lie to you guys, but if there's a moment that I say something and and I go off and do something and I forget what it is that I'm doing or whatever, you guys can call me out on it, okay? And I expect you guys as the Maverick Nation to keep me honest, okay? Keep me honest, because if you don't keep me honest, this channel doesn't get any bigger. And I'd like you all, the 287, I think 288 now, that are on board, I want you all to be able to say, I was there from the beginning. Because even though we've been at this for 3 years, trust me, I got a funny feeling this is about to get bigger, okay? Now, real quick, I briefly mentioned the Maverick Nation. If you are not a subscriber to the Prince Magnum channel, the Maverick Nation is the subscribers to the Prince Magnum channel. So if you want to be a member of the Maverick Nation here on the Prince Magnum channel, all you have to do is just hit the subscribe button. At that moment, you are a member. You're one of us. What does it mean to be a member of the Maverick Nation? Simply put, the Maverick Nation is the group of subscribers that think outside the box. I'm just the voice. The Prince Magnum channel is the voice of the Maverick Nation. The Maverick Nation is just a group of people that think outside the box, think differently than everybody else. That's you guys, okay? If you're tired of basically, if you will, if you're tired of, when you click on YouTube, it's all garbage, okay? And I mean garbage anymore. The best channels are really huge, but they don't do what the people really, it's anymore. YouTube is a bunch of video game playthroughs, and to me, video game playthroughs are useless and pointless. If you want to know how a video game is, go and play the thing yourself, okay? That's what we did in the old days. And if we didn't like it, we didn't play it again. It was that simple. If we went out, we rented it, we liked it, great. We moved on, okay? We went and bought the game. That simple. And there's a lot of that on YouTube, and a lot of these YouTubers are really huge. Me personally, the do-it-yourselfers here on YouTube, we're the real heroes, okay? And that's exactly what the Prince Magnum channel is. Because unfortunately, a lot of us out there, we don't have a whole lot of money. We don't have a whole lot of money. We try to do it on a budget, okay? What you see being done here on the channel, that's out of pocket, okay? That's right out of my pocket, okay? So I try to deliver the best possible videos out of pocket to all of you, the Maverick Nation. So if you're not a member of the Maverick Nation, you're really kind of missing out, because you guys really are the voice, okay? And I do my best, or at least I feel I do, to try to deliver what you guys want. Okay, so that covers that base. If you didn't know what the Maverick Nation was all about, now you do. Okay. Oh, wow, that was a lot to cover. Also, I expect a couple of car. We are going to have to cancel one car show already. That's just because my partner at work in maintenance, he's got to be with family, and I'm going to basically cover for him because, hey, family comes first, and that's a big statement here on the Prince Magnum channel. We still believe that. Family comes first, so I'm going to help my partner out so he can go be with family. He's got a niece that's expecting, so unfortunately that weekend, which is June 16th, there was a car show that we were going to attend, which was over in Park Hills. Unfortunately, but because of the circumstances, I'm going to have to respectfully bow out. If Princess Faye wants to go, I don't think she will. She's been getting a little funny about car shows. She's like, I don't want everyone to know. It's like, baby, just go. Have a good time, okay? That's what it's all about, hobnobbing with the public, That's just not her style, though. So I won't be there, unfortunately, but I will be putting in time off for the 4th of July because of the car show down in Jackson, Missouri. So Jackson, Missouri, you will see the Prince Magnum channel. We will be there come hell or high water. I'm just going to have to, work something out with the bosses. I think they'll work with me on this one. I think they will. I think they'll completely and totally understand. So that'll cover that base. Again, all right, if you missed it, because I briefly had someone kind of poke their head in for the live stream, or you're watching it on the playback right now, the Prince Magnum channel this Friday will be at Laz's Bar and Grill. Saturday we will be at Country Days. You're welcome to be there. If you see me, even if the live stream is going on, come up, give me a big hug, knuckle bump, shake my hand, high five. It doesn't matter. You guys are the ones that make the Prince Magnum channel really worth doing. I mean, I could do these videos all day long, but at day's end, it's really you guys that make it awesome, okay? So, and that's not paying lip service. I don't pay lip service. We don't do that here, okay? Believe me, last week, being at Laz's Bar and Grill, let me tell you, being on stage, I didn't care what the judges had to say. I didn't care because the moment you all knew that Prince Magnum was in the house, y'all showed your love, and that's what it's all about. I mean, the next day, I'll be honest with you, it was like, where's all those wonderful people that was at Laz's Bar and Grill, hooping and hollering when I was singing Rock and Roll All Night? Where are they right now? I mean, I was right there. I wanted to be with you guys, It drives Princess Faye nuts because she's a real quiet type. But, you guys are the ones that make it awesome. So, again, to the person who just poked in, the Prince Magnum channel will again also be at Laz's Bar and Grill this Friday. I should be there. Actually, I'll probably be there a little bit before 9, but just for safety's sake, we'll say I'll be there at 9, okay? Who knows what song I might do that night? I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Expect possibly a chance for a live stream. Who knows? Last time we tried to do a live stream out there, it was a little choppy, but doesn't mean that we won't try again. Again, we're also, again, Country Days at the Cruise Inn. It's not an actual car show, but we are going to be there. We're going to show Project Spirit, and we should be showing Project Lena. We're going to try to live stream there. And again, if you see me, be sure, even if the live stream is going on, be sure to come up, give me a hug, high five. And afterwards, after the live stream, I know some people have started asking if, because the channel is getting that big, if I will do autographs. Yes, I will do autographs. I will do pictures. We'll pose with the cars, whatever. It does not matter. Personally, I mean, I'll go there. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to check out the vendors and stuff. But honestly, beyond all that, to be honest with you, I want to hang out with you guys. I want to be out in the public. That's really what the Prince Magnum channel is really all about. Again, I can't say this enough, especially in this live stream. The real truth of it is, no matter how big the channel gets, it does not matter. I will stay as much in the public with all of you as much as I can. I mean, at some point I will have to go into my private life and spend time with the wife. I don't want to neglect her, but I'm going to try to balance that out as much as possible, okay? As much as possible. Because again, you guys really make the channel, and as you guys continue to make the channel bigger and badder than what it really is, than what it started off as, as you guys keep doing that, it puts me out there. You guys are the ones that are putting me over. So getting out there, hanging out with you, if you will, bringing the people's hot rod, Project Spirit, and trying to be as much accessible to the public as possible. I mean, that's right now the best I can do in giving back to all of you. That's the best I can do, okay? Um, you know, hopefully as time goes on, we're able to do more. I've got a lot of crazy ideas, a lot of crazy ideas, and hopefully before the end of the year, we're able to implement some of those ideas. I'm sure. Well, I've got two people on right now. My live streams don't usually get super big, but um, maybe someone will throw a comment up real quick. Hopefully, I can catch it. Um, would you guys like to know what some of my crazy ideas are? Come on. Oh, there's a third one. Oh, wow. Awesome. Awesome. Um, I'll tell you what, the one that hasn't smashed the like button wants a crazy idea, just smash it right now. Go for it. Smash it real hard. Show YouTube you got love for the Prince Mag. Ah, see how you are. Mm, okay. Anyhow, well, there it is. Okay. You smashed it really hard for me. Okay. The crazy idea that I have, some of my crazy ideas, one of them is that I know there's a battered woman's shelter around here, and one of my biggest beefs is, we hear more and more about battered women and everything, and Princess Faye's not too keen on this idea, but I've even known some battered women that finally got out of the relationship, and one of the ideas that I had is basically on a request, if I can basically, if they're local enough right now, because we're not big enough to be able to travel that far. And this is hopefully something that could really happen in the future if you all put me over enough. But one of the ideas that I had was basically on a request, hey, Prince Magnum, this woman just got out of a really bad relationship. She just had the crap beat out of her, through and through. Would you do me a favor and basically show her what she's supposed to be treated like, and basically like go up, maybe with like a couple roses or something like that, and basically maybe sing like some cheesy love song, and then basically say, someone felt you were worth that much to call me out here, so here I am, and that sort of thing. One of the other ideas, hopefully here in the future, also, is to be able to take old cars that haven't been on the road for a minute, but they're still in enough function where we can put them back on the road with minimal hassle. One of the ideas is to basically put them back together where they're functional, they still look decent enough. Um, Take those vehicles and be able to give them to needy families, like basically have someone, basically, to be able to do something like that to give back to the community. Um, of course, as the Prince Magnum channel gets bigger, we'll be able to expand that operation into, much bigger areas. Maybe even because I'm talking about getting into refurbishing old bikes. You would actually be surprised at the amount of old bikes that show up in scrap yards and salvage yards and junk yards and places like that. You'd really be surprised. And basically refurbish them and then give them to a needy family, or stuff like that, to really be able to get back to the community. And that's something that I really like doing. I like being able to get back to the community. um, Stuff like that. That's a big one. That's a big one. um, these are just some of the ideas. Eventually I would like to be able to show up at like a senior center and basically go live, talk with senior citizens, and maybe even do some cooking for them right there, or even just being able to serve food. That is something that I am eventually wanting to look at, or maybe even, again, needy families. There's a lot of good magicians down here, professional magicians here in St. Francis County, but most families can't afford them. Being able to show up at like a needy families, uh, like their kid has a birthday party, not a whole lot of money, stuff like that. You know, Being able to do stuff like that, that is something that's on the plate. as much as I possibly can. I want to again give back to the community because really, down this way, YouTube, most YouTube channels in this area, I know of only one out of Missouri called Aging Wheels, and I'm hoping sometime here in the near future to get to talk with that guy because he's got a really cool communist car block called a Trabant that I would love to see up close and personal. It's just such a cute little car. But that's some of the things that we're looking at. Um, is maybe making the Prince Magnum channel big enough, that we can get out there a lot more and give back to communities because this community has been very very kind to the Prince Magnum channel. Um, the politicians down here, and certain politicians down here haven't been, but what do you expect? I'm Native American, and we know how government officials feel about Native Americans. Don't believe me? Go to a reservation sometime. But anyhow, that covers that base. Shoot, I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else. I mean, I was hoping that the chat box would work like it's supposed to, but if y'all are putting anything up there, it's just not popping up. This dang iPhone that I'm using, I don't like it. What do you expect? I don't like iPhones. Give me something simple. You know, I'm weird like that. Real quick, while I've got people popping onto the live stream, I actually ran into today. I was talking briefly with a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine, a mother and daughter, and I worked with the mom in nursing back in the old days, and you got to touch base with them, and good people, good people, um, and she's like, Prince Magnum, you've changed a lot over the years. Back then, you were a totally different character, but now, you really seem like you've come into your own, and that was a big compliment for me. A big. Uh, they couldn't believe, me on stage singing. They couldn't believe the kind of car I drive, which back then I drove some unusual cars back in the day. Uh, when she first, there for a little while, I was driving in 1983 Mercury Grand Marquis Colony Park station wagon that had a 302 in it, the fuel injected 302, same type they were putting in the Stangers that year. That thing was cool. It was cool. It was weird, but it was cool at the same time. Yeah, it was weird. Uh, and then of course my Olds Delta, which we've talked about at great length on the channel. It was awesome. To run into some old friends. But now, that was one of the subscribers I picked up. I got a feeling that if they're not watching right now, they're watching the playback. They'll be watching the playback. But that's the cool thing about the Prince Magnum channel. A little something on here for everybody. All right, that brings us to, I don't want to ramble. I don't like rambling because when I play it back, it's like, gosh, I should have shut up a long time ago. I ran out of things to say. Now I'm just dragging it out. But, again, since even if I've got one person watching the live stream, it's like, well, I want to hang on for them. They came in at such and such time. I want to give them, again, I'm bad about that. It's like, come on, give it up, give it up. All right. So before I, keep going and, make a complete mockery of myself, um, again, you all know where I'm going to be. You're all welcome again. Come up, say hi, whatever. That's the cool thing about being Prince Magnum. That's the cool thing about being me. I tell y'all to come have a good time with me, and by golly, y'all do. Um, if you're not subscribed to the Prince Magnum channel, you're missing out, okay? Be sure to smash that like button really hard, okay? And be sure to smash that subscribe button. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that bell icon. You'll be notified every time we upload a brand new video. Forgot where I was there for a sec. Also, any positive feedback, always welcome. Be sure to check out my Patreon account. Be sure to check out my Twitter account. And if you'd like, follow me on Facebook. You know, you get to look into the personal life of Prince Magnum a little bit more. Makes it a little bit more personable, for the subscribers, and it's not just. Also, uh, while we're also at it, the usual: get out there and work on a project. Don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. And as always, for every last one of you out there, no one out there has told you that they love you. Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.